Hello, and welcome to my channel. This is Longevity and Health, or Tapping the Chi, and my name is Terry. And today is July 4th, and we know that it celebrates the freedom and independence from Britain in the United States. And I'm taking this lesson today to talk about other types of freedom. What is freedom? And there's a short Qigong practice that I will share with you with a different twist of how we can use it. So freedom has a lot of subjects. Freedom is not to be locked up, not to be in jail, no restrictions, personal freedoms without being coerced or forced to do something, personal freedoms of religion, of political ideology. Economic freedom. And I want to touch economic freedom for a minute, because when we're asking for something in life and we want something and we're not where we want to be, sometimes you think, oh, it's my destiny, it's my fate, but we have a chance to change it. We can work at making it different, making it better. And if we want to change something, we have to pay for it. And I'm not talking about monetary payment. It can be monetary, but I'm talking about time and effort. Things don't always just fall in our lap and come to us. Sometimes it takes time and effort, and knowing when to apply and make the changes and take an action. So that's economic. So if you're in a job, let's say, and you can't stand your job, but you know what? It's stability and it pays the bills. But you have a dream that you want to do something else, and you know what that other thing is. Well, you have a couple of ways to try to achieve that, and knowing when the timing is right to make your move. For example, let's say I had a desk job and I didn't like it, some kind of clerical position or stocking items somewhere. And I really wanted to open up my own business, selling something that I loved and I believed in. Well, I can keep my stable job and I can research, how do you open up a business? What am I going to need? What is it going to cost me for advertising? Do I need overhead a shop, or is it going to be on the internet? Do I need someone to design a website for me? Am I going to sell it on the website? How do I go about that? How do I go about declaring a business? Doing a ledger, figuring out ordering materials, where I'm going to order them from. So you go ahead and you do all that research. Maybe you work for somebody and learn the ropes, and you spend time and effort doing it. You might have to take a course in how to open up and start your own business on the internet. How do you sell? And then when you're ready, you start it at the right time. And that's timing. That's something different. But when you're ready, and if it becomes really profitable, then maybe you can leave your stable job. So that's what I'm talking about with time and effort, or a monetary investment in taking a class, buying the software, hiring somebody to do the site for you. So that's economic freedom, and also your dreams, what you want to do. And then you have philosophical freedoms, and then you have your inner freedom, which is what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to talk about. And we're going to have the practice go towards that inner freedom that you want for yourself. So inner freedom would be, for example, attachment. Whether it's a person, a job, a thing, an idea, a possession, an idea. We want to engage, but we don't want to cling to the outcome of people or things. So it's not to be attached to the outcome. So you do something because you love to do it. And if one person shows up, you're not attached that you didn't get 25 people. No attachment. Also, when you attach to something, a person or let's say a person, we don't own people. We have no control over people. And possessions are really borrowed for a short time in this lifetime. We don't take them with us. So that's attachment. The other thing is resentment. So resentment is we want to acknowledge the root cause of the resentment and the hurt. And once you connect with that, try to release it. And also take ownership. Because people don't do something to us. We do it to ourselves by our thinking of a situation. We also have understanding its source if we have fears. And there's an acronym for fears. False evidence appearing real. False evidence appearing real. Not to say fears are not true and they happen, and sometimes it's a good thing because we have to back away or not go down a certain place because of a fear. Not get to the edge of a bridge. You can't fall off. So fear has a point, but sometimes we fear things that are not true. So we have to understand its source, have awareness and compassion, acceptance, and also take courageous action if that's the right thing to do as a response. The next thing we have is anger. So if we're angry about something, we need to recognize that it's a transient emotion. All emotions, they're not bad or good, they come and they leave. It's a cycle. To have an awareness of the anger, then gain clarity in what it is that's causing the anger, and not react, but respond. Once we react with words, you can't take those words back. People will remember that forever. So remember that. After anger, we have desires. And desires, as I mentioned before, as attachment, are impermanent. Awareness of what lives beneath the desire. Example, you have a real desire, again, I'll use the job, to do this job, to be in charge of something. So what's really behind the desire? Is it the fact that you want acknowledgement of your worth? Is it ego? Is it the fact that you want to feel important in your life? You don't feel important with what you're doing? And know that everything that is done in life, that we do in life, is important. People that work behind a deli counter that make sandwiches, it's important what they do. They provide a service so you can get takeout or be served at a table and have something to eat. It has value. What they do is important. What the trucker does in bringing the food to you or to the grocery store, and the person that stocks the food and puts it on the shelves, all of that is important. One thing doesn't hold more importance over another. They all have a purpose in the cycle of things. And we should honor, appreciate, and have gratitude for the service. So the other things are habits. And with habits, it's bringing awareness to the habit is number one. And some of these habits we acquire at birth, and other ones, of course, as we're growing up. So if you see where that habit comes from and how you acquired it, you then have a choice of changing the pattern. But if you change the pattern, make sure that you do it with flexibility and be adaptable, that you can change the pattern. So that's important. So we're going to do a warm-up, and I'm going to ask you to think about one thing that you want to change, an emotion. Being free from something, a pattern, something that you do all the time. Being free of something that's made you angry. Being free of resentment, being free of jealousy, being free of worry. And one of the ways that we do that with Qigong and Tai Chi is we stay focused, we concentrate on our breath, our body movements. It's a meditation in many ways. And that's the way we can find that peace in our life at that moment. But to work on the emotions takes meditation and thinking about it and opening up your heart and your mind to realize your part in it and what you need to change it. And I spoke a little bit about how you can look at things. You can have two people do the same thing, be in the same exact place, and one person will say, "That was the most wonderful day I had. I couldn't believe the butterflies I saw on the tree, and the flowers were gorgeous." And the other person will say, "Oh my God, it was so hot and humid. We did so much walking. I will never, ever do this again." Two different opinions, two different responses to the same thing. Two different views. We're all different. So we're going to do a warm-up, and I'm going to take you in the practice. And again, as we warm up, think about one thing that you want to release. So work on that one thing for 21 days. Keep it in the back of your mind. And every time that issue comes up in your life that triggers a resentment or an anger or an attachment to something, and then you're really sad when it leaves or is gone, think about what you worked on and how to counter that and how to change your thinking and your behavior. That'll give you a different experience. So I'm going to do a warm-up. And to warm up, we're going to just stretch our neck to one side, chin to the sky, ear to the opposite shoulder, And then just rotate the head counterclockwise after we've done clockwise. Shoulders back, shoulders forward, side bend. Breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Interlock your fingers. Do a twist behind and a twist to the opposite side. For our back, well, before we do our back, we're going to lubricate the elbows. And we're just going to lubricate the wrists. Wiggle your fingers a little. And now for the back, the spine, we're going to breathe in, go back, exhale, bring your arms together, round your back, tuck your chin. Feel the stretch in the back. Breathe in and breathe out. And now we're going to go forward. If you have low blood pressure, be careful. Be careful if you're back, just go down as far as you can. We do the head first. Relax the body, bend the knees slightly. Shoulders first. Chest comes down. Feel the stretch in the back. It's almost like your own traction machine. Feel the spacing in the vertebrae. Go down as far as you can and relax. Breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Now slowly come up from your lower back. Not your head, not your chest. Arms are still dangling. Head is still aiming down to the ground. Come up from the small of your back, one vertebrae at a time. The last thing to come up is the head. Good. Next, hip. We're going to circle 1, 2, 3, and the opposite way. And now we're going to put our feet together. Our legs are straight at this point, hands on the knees, bend down and make a circle. Come back up. We're going to do it 3 times. And now we're going to go the opposite way. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Next, hamstring, the calf muscle. Come into a lunge and stretch the back of the leg. And let's do the opposite. Hold on if you have to. And now behind the legs, we're going to stretch. So come up on your heel, toes facing up. The opposite leg is bent. And just reach down. And you can feel the hamstring behind your leg stretch. Breathe. Don't forget to breathe. And don't force stretching. Feel the stretch, but don't overdo it. Because you can also do damage if you stretch too much and too far. So you want to be aware of your body. Good. And last but not least, the foot. So come up on your toe, and we're going to rotate the ankle. So we're actually lubricating the ankle joint. And now that all of our joints, pretty much, are lubricated, we're going to swing. We're going to keep the legs straight. So you're rotating at the waist. And relax the arms. Don't even swing the arms. Just move your waist. And what happens naturally, you're letting go. The arms follow. So that's also in breathe. That's also in the motions coming from the waist. So freedom of having your body move freely without being constrained. Of course, sometimes being constrained is something you want to do, but in this case, we want to relax. And now let your back of the hand just tap the kidneys. The kidneys are behind you, the back. And at the same time, we're going to take the hand now and come up to the top of the chest while the back hand is tapping the kidneys. And if you can, now come up to the trapezius if you can reach behind it and slap down. And now we're going to just tap on the arms. We're going to go up the arms, hitting the back, come down the arms, come up the opposite arm, go down that arm. We're going to go the whole body. We're going to go down the back of the legs, buttocks, all the way down the back, around the outside of the foot where the toes are inside, and come up the inside. And now we're going to go down the side, all the way around and up. Last but not least, with our fingers, we're going to just tap on our face, on our scalp, and now shake a little. Actually, come up and shake. Come up on your toes. If your bones are very fragile, come down softly and drop on your heel and relax. Just feel the energy that's moving in your body. And come up again. Bring the shoulders up this time and drop down. And feel the energy wash. Coming down the arms, coming down the legs. In the head. It's like shaking a container of salad dressing so everything is flowing inside of it without being blocked or settled down at the bottom. All that energy that we just woke up in the body, activating the meridians. Stretching and lubricating the joints for the practice. Now, for the practice, it's separating the mountains. So I'm going to teach you the practice, and then I'm going to give you an example by taking an emotion that I want freedom from. So, going to have our feet together. Tongue is on the roof of the mouth. Your back is always slightly, it's not like that. It's not straight. And if I straighten it like this, there's a curve here. There's a point back here. So I want to tuck my buttock. So this is straight, not curved. And I want to, so my back is just slightly rounded. It's not like that. The shoulders come forward. My chin is back. Having the chin back, I get rid of the curve in the neck. So it's nice and straight, and you have certain acupressure points along the back. We want that energy to flow. Knees are bent. You're more or less on the front of the foot, although your heels are still touching. Tuck. Tongue on the roof of the mouth. Have it back. Have space under your armpits. And we're going to take, and this is a standing posture. We're going to take 3 breaths. Breathe in through the belly. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. Feel the energy move. And think about what you want freedom from. And then we're going to place our feet together. We're going to have one arm in front of the other, in front of our chest, not up here. Our elbows aren't like that. The elbows are down and relaxed. Chin is back, tongue on the roof of the mouth. So there's a little space between the arms. Bend the knees. Keep your back straight. Breathe. Breathe in. Come up on your heel. Arms turn over. Start the exhalation. As you exhale, arms separate. And your foot is at an angle at the corner. You breathe in. Opposite arm crosses in front. You're still bending down. Breathe in. Exhale as you come up. Breathe in as you come down. Hands, palms, they rotate, palms facing the ground. Step out at the same time you're on your heel. Exhale. Breathe in, opposite arm. You're still bending. Exhale up. Breathe in. Start the slow exhalation as you come on your heel, palms facing, and then finish it as you separate the mountain. Opposite arm in front, breathe in. Exhale as you come up. Breathe in. Foot comes out the same times the palms turn. As you start the exhalation, good. I'm going to turn to the side. I'm going to breathe in. I exhaled, I breathe in. I exhale coming up. I'm going to breathe in. Step out to the corner. Exhale. Breathe in, opposite arm. I'm still down. Exhale up. Breathe in, down. Exhale. And breathe in. Okay? That's the movement. Now, when you step out on your heel and you put your foot down, as I step out, my hands turn. Together, I synchronize this motion. And as my foot comes down, the hands separate at the same time. What's pulling me forward isn't my leg. It's the bottom of the foot. By the ball of the foot, imagine there's a spike, and underneath the ground, something's pulling that spike. And that's what's pulling the leg. So just try that without the arms. I'm going to step out, put the foot down, there's a spike, have the foot, energy in the leg, the foot from the earth, pull you forward and come back. Good. Step out. Foot comes down. It's the energy in the foot that's pulling you. Energy in this foot is pulling me back as I'm focusing straight down in the earth. So you're really working your legs. Out, pulling me forward, pushing down as I come back. Okay? So I'll do one more round with you, and then we'll take an example of an emotion we're going to work with. Freedom. Arms, bending. Breathe in. Exhale. Relax. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. One more time. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. So the emotion is habit. Breathe in. It's a habit, and a specific habit. A specific habit of getting a phone call that I know is spam, and picking the phone up and slamming it down. An example. Breathe in. Exhale, pushing it out, the palm, pushing it away, pushing it down into the earth. Breathing in. Where did I get that from? I saw my aunt doing it. Exhale. Breathe in. New habit. Not picking up the receiver. Exhale, sending out the new pattern into the universe. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale, pushing away an old pattern that I just copied. It's a copycat. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in a new pattern. Not responding to a circuit board. Exhale. And breathe in. And just working with it. Break the pattern. It's just electricity. There's nobody there on the phone. You don't even know who it is. So I made that up. But catching yourself at all these patterns that just set off your harmony and your peace. It is so easy, we don't even realize it. So that's today's practice. And I really hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope you got something out of it. So thank you for being here, visiting Longevity and Health, my station, and I wish you all freedom. It's a process, and it's a cycle. Sometimes we have freedom, and it's wonderful, and sometimes we're trapped in our own thinking and thoughts and behaviors, and there's ways to work with it and change it. So, bye-bye for now. Thanks again. Bye-bye.